Hey guys, it's me, Anthony, and it's the time of the week again. It's Anthony's NFL picks. The divisional round. Heard me right. Now we're in the divisional round. And my oh my, last weekend was amazing. Not because of, the games. My record, however, is 3-3 in the playoffs this season, but still, I'm happy. You know why? Because my Commanders are going to the divisional round finally for the first time since 2005. We beat the Buccaneers 23-20, but we'll get to that later. But before we start, this is going to be a very short video, and to also, please like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bells to get updated on my newest content. And the next video will be a little bit shorter because there's going to only be 2 games. And now there's only 4 games because this is a divisional round game. So let's get things started and kicking it off for the divisional round. We got the 4th seeded Texans and the number 1 seeded Chiefs. Texans are here after they shockingly beat the Chargers in the wildcard game, 32-12. They played very well. CJ Stroud, I thought they were going to lose to the Chargers because the Texans had a lot of injuries. However, Deontay Johnson got waived again. That man was on the Steelers, then he went to the Panthers, then he went to the Ravens, then he went to the Texans, and then he's just all over the place. So it was a very weird year for Deontay Johnson. But anyway, I think Kansas City's going to win. They're back from their bye week. They're all rested up. Patrick Mahomes is ready to go. They're in GEHA Field, so it's an easy win for Kansas City. I think they're going to win and top off the Texans on this one. It's going to be a close game, though, but I'm still going to go with Kansas City. Chiefs will beat the Texans 24-21. The Chiefs will go on to the AFC Championship game, and the Texans will be eliminated. We're moving on with our next game. And coming up at our next game, we got my number 6 seeded Commanders, baby. Woo! Jaden Daniels, my man. However, we're going to Ford Field against the number 1 seeded Lions, who are also coming back from their bye week, getting the first round bye at 15-2. My Commanders, they're here after they barely beat the Buccaneers 23-20 with that last second kick by Zane Gonzalez. They're amazing, my Commanders. And I don't think they're going to beat Detroit, though, but I think they're going to put up a fight, though. But imagine if we beat Detroit, that would be so dope, to be honest. I think the Commanders are going to lose this one. But again, I wouldn't be mad because we had a great season. This is better than going 4-13. Now we're 12-5. We have a better record. We just won their first playoff game in over 20 years. So I think the Lions are going to win this game. I really hope the Lions make the Super Bowl. However, I think it's going to be Chiefs-Eagles because we can't have anything nice on this planet. But I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. Close game, though, but I'm going to go with Detroit. Lions will beat the Commanders 34-27. The Lions will go on to the NFC Championship game. We're moving on with the next game. Coming up with our first Sunday games, we have the 4th seeded Rams and the 2nd seeded Eagles in Philadelphia. Rams are here after they knock out the Minnesota Fraud Vikings, beating them 27-9. Sam Darnold is not it. He was just terrible, Sam Darnold. He threw for an interception. He was sacked 9 times. The Rams somehow won that game, and I thought the Vikings were going to win. Again, the Rams always beat the Vikings for some reason. The Rams always beat them, and the Vikings, however, were 14-3, and they lost in the wild card against the Rams. And it wasn't even in LA due to the wildfires. It was in Arizona, which to make it even sadder. But again, I like Sam Darnold, and I still think he will get comeback player of the year. However, I'm going to go with the Eagles. The Eagles are really good. They beat the Packers 22-10. And I knew the Packers were going to lose. The Packers were just not them this game. And again, they lost to them in Brazil. So I'm going to have to go with the Eagles. The Eagles are going to put up a fight, though. However, I could see the Rams also winning this one. But I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. Eagles will beat the Rams 33-30. The Eagles will go on to the NFC Championship game, and the Rams will go home. And I thought the Rams were going to be bad this year, but without Aaron Donald. But Jared Verse, the rookie, has done an amazing job. Puka Nacua really showed improvement, though, but I still think the Eagles are going to win this game. But anyways, we're moving on with our last game of this week. And last but not least, for our Sunday game, it's battle of the MVP between the 3rd-seeded Ravens and the 2nd-seeded Bills. Ravens, they're here after they have won over the Steelers, beating them down because, again, the Steelers were frauds. They knew they were going to never win this game. They were just not going to fit for that. Russell Wilson was just not meant to be there. And Buffalo, they're here after they beat the Broncos. They were losing 7-0. They came back and won that game 31-7. We're in Buffalo for this game, and I think the Bills are going to beat the Ravens. However, the Ravens beat the Bills on Sunday Night Football back in Week 4, 35-10. I'm going to go with Buffalo still. It's in Buffalo. They have a home field advantage. Josh Allen's an amazing quarterback. I think Buffalo will win this game and go on to the AFC Championship game just to lose again to Kansas City because we can't have anything nice again. So I'm going to go with Buffalo on this one. Bills will beat the Ravens 30-23. The Bills will move on to the AFC Championship game, and the Ravens will be eliminated. And that is it for this week, everybody. Tune in next week for Anthony's NFL Picks, the conference championship game, which will be premiering somewhere next week. I don't know if it's going to be a Tuesday or not, and I know it's Thursday. It's kind of weird. But again, I had a lot going on this week. So anyways, before we end, also, I don't know if I want to do Anthony's NFL Picks Season 3 for the 2025-26 season because, again, I'm very busy with college and a lot of stuff's been going on around me. So I'll figure it out, though. But other than that, this is Anthony signing off, and have a great week.